So, everyone pretty much is familiar with Dior perfumes. Dior is a designer brand that has been around since, I believe, 1946. So, right after the war, it's been around for a long time. It has continuously produced high-quality products, not just perfume, but clothes and things like that. But its perfumes have been distinctly famous. There have been a few, especially in the 60s and 70s, that came out, but more recently, there have been some reformulations, some new fragrances coming out, and one of them is this. This is, if you could see, Dior Homme Original. This was gifted to me by a subscriber, which is, thank you for that, very wonderful. I've never tried this before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it smells like. So this original, specifically this formulation, came out in 2021, but before that, there was just another Dior Homme, which came out in, I believe, 2011. So, and apparently they're pretty similar. I haven't tried the other one yet, but I'm gonna try this one. So, already, I like the sleek bottle design. It's like, reminds me of a prism, you know, very crisp, clear. So, it's already nice right out of the nozzle. So I'll put some on my wrist and see what the excitement's all about. So, ooh, that's very nice actually. So there's actually not too many notes in this fragrance. It's very light. It reminds me, it's like summer or late spring, like when the weather is still just a little bit cool and crisp, but it's starting to get a bit warmer. So very refreshing. So there's pretty much 3 notes in this. The top note is Tuscan iris, the middle note is Guatemalan cardamom, and then the base note is vetiver. So I pretty much like all of those notes independently. And so iris is actually one of my favorite notes. The house where I grew up, we used to grow irises right in the front of the house. So a very nostalgic fragrance for me. And this has a really nice, I don't want to say sweetness because that's almost misleading. It's like a distant flower bed that you're smelling from far away. And the iris is very light, slightly sharp, very crisp and clean, and the cardamom immediately swoops in and spices it up, obviously. Cardamom is one of those kind of tingly, spicy notes. And then the vetiver. The vetiver gives the whole thing a really nice warmth. It's like this foundation that the rest of the perfume is built off of. And it's very interesting because Dior Homme, Homme means man. This isn't your typical masculine fragrance. When I think of a masculine fragrance, I think of like Versace Dylan Blue, Versace Eros maybe, Dior Sauvage, that sort of thing. This is very distinctly different. Some men, I suppose, don't like the iris note because iris is usually a more feminine note, has that light, airy, distant sweetness. Yet, it's hard because it is indeed a more feminine, it's not your typical masculine fragrance, but I wouldn't say that, you know, this is more of a unisex fragrance because of the iris note. And obviously as a woman, this is a very, very appealing fragrance, both for men and women. It's definitely one of those more neutral fragrances. It's not like a musk powerhouse or, you know, too civety, too smoky, that sort of thing. This is definitely more in the gender neutral category. And it's so, this reminds me of kind of a more formal professional fragrance. Like I could imagine someone in the business world wearing this, someone in a nice suit. So it's definitely one of those. Another thing that I like actually is that despite it kind of has this air of formality. It's not like it's not overpowering. It's not gonna intrude upon the people around you. It's it's like a moderate fragrance. Not too strong, not too weak. Definitely lighter than you would expect, but still not too light. And that's what I like. Now that it's starting to dry down, it's becoming a bit warmer from that vetiver, from that cardamom. Still holding on to those iris notes. And it's really, despite there's only 3 notes in this, it's a very interesting and complex sort of fragrance. As for the longevity, this is more moderate. You're not gonna get 12 hours out of this thing, maybe 7-ish hours. So definitely enough for the whole day. This is also not a super projecting fragrance, but it's not too weak either. It's probably just a nice, in your immediate vicinity, people will notice that you're wearing it. And it definitely has an air of luxury. Like this, the Dior brand really puts in this feeling of luxury as soon as you put it on. Like, this is the good stuff. So definitely, I'm very pleased. I didn't expect it to be this pleasant. So definitely, and especially these very unique notes that it uses. You don't see many, especially men's fragrances, using iris or cardamom and things like that. Vetiver is more typical, but mixed with those other notes, it makes it more unique. So definitely very, very nice fragrance. And I like that the iris kind of smooths out the spicier notes of the cardamom, and it's kind of like this smooth, buttery, floral note. So 10 out of 10 for me. I really like this. I would definitely wear this, as a regular daytime fragrance. And I definitely, I'm sure a lot of men would enjoy wearing this as well. So that's all I have to say about Dior Homme Original. If you have any opinions about this fragrance, you can leave those down in the comments below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.